Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Pokemon Silver. It is I, Xilestar, and today we're going to continue with where we left off. I think last time we just got to Vermilion City, beat up Lieutenant Surge. So now we have 9 gym badges. Right, it's not Heart Gold, Soul Silver, so you can actually see the other gym badges. Anyway, I'm still sick, so if you... if for some reason I'm in the middle of talking and then this happens, perfect timing. Yeah, still sick. Anyway, so where should we head to next? I mean, we can do Erica's gym. Erica's gym should be pretty easy for us. And I can get leftovers too, so that'll be helpful. Or should I do Sabrina? See, I'm trying to think, like, if we go to Celadon, we can get leftovers. Or should we do the harder gyms first, like get rid of Brock and Misty? Okay, where in Celadon City is it? Because I don't remember. That's helpful. Doesn't... Wait. Oh, wait. Never mind. Here it is. I was just about to say, so it doesn't even allow me to change which games I'm looking at. Let's see here. We're gonna go to... Great, that doesn't help. Just says floor. Great. Is it the restaurant, I think? Which I think is like right down here, maybe? Because isn't it here? Yeah. So I'll go and give that to Ho. Should be very helpful. There we go. And then let's go take on... I don't have Cut with me. So I guess I stored Cut, even though I still needed it. Looks like Cut got the last laugh and said it still needed to be used. Is there any other gyms that would need it? Yeah, I went the long way. Oops. I don't think so. Because Brock doesn't have one. Misty doesn't have one. Surge and Erica do. Koga doesn't. Or Jasmine doesn't. I don't even know if that's actually the right order. Sabrina doesn't. Blaine definitely doesn't. Keeping my Sacred Fires for later. Alright. Okay. Yep. Alright, this should be good. Oh, that's it? Oh, okay. Sacred Fire. Or Shadow Ball, sorry. Not Sacred Fire. Okay. Why would you have a hop up here? Alright, Shadow Ball again. Weird. Also, something that I wanted to mention while I am constantly being distracted and not distracted. If you ever actually want to, like, if you want to know what's happening now, because I am sick and I don't feel like, I don't want to say I don't feel like, but like, because I don't want to, I don't have the energy to record all the time anymore. So the only time that I record now is if I'm running out of videos and I need to record them. So I may not have like the, you know, the same energy as I did before because, well, I don't have it anymore. And how I used to do it back, I think it was early or mid last year, where I was like a month ahead of uploads, was that like I recorded when not when I felt like it, but when I had the energy that I wanted to record that game. Or when I wanted to record that session kind of thing. That's when I recorded. But now it's like, I'm just trying to I'm more concerned with trying to get better than record. But I also still want to record, so that you guys have at least something that is there, so you guys know that I'm still not just recovering, but like, you know, slowly getting better and everything. How is Shadow Ball doing? Like, could I just Shadow Ball her team kind of thing and just win? Yeah. Cool. So yeah, so I'm still getting better. It's just slowly but surely, but yeah, that's just what's happening. Sorry, hit the unmute microphone button instead of the A button. Yay. Don't know how you survived. Oh, here's where my leftovers comes in. But yeah, so, news on the other front. I don't want to spoil too much, but Craft is now fixed. So the problems that we were having in Craft are now fixed due to the fact that not only did Minecraft Forge update, but so did World Edit, which allowed it to be a much easier process for me to fix all the issues that we were having. The only thing is that one function that it's how do you call, like, what do you call it? That's what is it? Why is my brain blanking on this? Oh, one function that it says that it has is not working properly, which is very confusing, considering the fact that I looked at the, I read the README, and it told me that, oh yeah, it has this function, it's right here. So when I try to use it, it doesn't work. So I'm wondering if I'm just using it wrong, or if I'm not inputting it in the right way, however you want to word it is. It's fine. It's all fixed. However, just one pet peeve, but it's fine. I can live with it. Trying to think of anything else that needs to be done. Oh, my Oblivion mod. We've got some new stuff coming in. I did a lot of things I said I was going to do. I think I said that last time. However, now, I think from last time, I think majority of this stuff is finished. I just need to make a lot of the stuff stand alone now. Yeah, I think I just need to make a lot of this stuff stand alone now instead of actually requiring Oblivion's assets kind of thing. Mind you, it'll still require Oblivion's assets, but it won't require you, so it'll pretty much, the reason why I want to make my mod standalone all the time is because I experienced this before when, or is it when, or was it before? I think it was before I started playing Nehrim. I tested out if my mod back then, which was not standalone, would actually work in Nehrim. So that's exactly what I did. You have to use, I don't know if you have to use an external program in order to do it, because that's how I did it, and that's how I did it with the new one, or the one that I used, and it worked perfectly fine. So I'm guessing it's okay. I mean, it worked. So yeah, so that version works. I've even showed the code of it at the end of it, because we were having problems with that individual version, where it was giving me 3 weapons, I think? Was that what the problem was? It was giving me more than 1. It was either giving me 1 or 2. And I was confused. I was like, wait, why is it giving me more than 1? Like, that's odd. Okay, since we're here, let's go to Cerulean. But I thought it was just really funny, though, that, like, I looked at the code, and it's like, it gives you 1. It's like, why is it giving me 3? And then what I think what happened, and I thought of this only after. I didn't think of this at the time. Wait, how do you leave? Is it this building? Oh, you sneaky bugger. I think that building needs to be smaller, though, to show that it's actually a different building. But anyway. We'll go through Diglett's Cave to go to Brock. I think we have to go up here, though. But from what I remember, yeah, it has to be that, because I think it was giving me more than 1 sword, and I was extremely confused of why it was doing that. and I couldn't quite remember exactly why it was doing it. But I have a theory of what it happened. I think Nehrum might have changed a little bit of how scripted spells operate. While it still would have loaded the script as perfectly normal, here is my take on it. What it does is it continues to recycle it for a few times. And because I have the armor and the hood hidden, but I didn't have the sword hidden. Unless I did have the armor visible. Wait, did I have the armor able to be accessed through the inventory? I'll have to mute the audio then, if I really want to check this out. Yeah, something else that I wanted to do. I keep holding it off because it's going to take so much time. And it's going to give me some good data, too, to figure out what's going on. What the heck? Why is this here? We can delete that. I don't know what the heck that's there for. We want Nehrum. So I don't think it's gonna be much of a spoiler, because I don't even think I'll get it done in time. Mainly because I'm way too busy, and right now I'm sick, and I don't really feel like doing it. And I keep finding other things that I want to do, so... yeah. But we'll see here. So give me 1 second. I'll mute the game real quick, and I'll pause the recording, and I'll be right back. There we go. I'll let that run in the background for now. Yeah. And try and see if I can find out if I wore the Dark King's armor in this video. I did. Did I check the inventory by chance? Because I know during the end I did, and I was confused. And that's when I found out about it. I'm trying to see. I don't think in the beginning ones I looked in the inventory as much. So we'll go to complete 7 maybe. Oh, it looks like complete 7. I didn't even bother using the armor once. That's interesting. Let's see if we can... Oh, there we go. Alright. Yeah, because Nehrum, I was experiencing a lot of crashes, and the one thing I want to do is I want to sort of find out when it crashed the most, and to find out how many crashes it has done entirely. So let's say Nehrum in total crashed 35 times. Let's say 23 of those times was outdoors and 12 were indoors. So if you know how the construction set works, 23 times was in the world space, whereas 12 were in the cell. That would mean that there is something weird about the overworld that is causing this issue. And so I want to figure out if that is actually the case. So I'm trying to see if at some point I notice inventory. I know I'm noticing I used the different armor textures. Am I ever glad it's just a texture thing, it's not actually a mesh thing. I actually did test if it was a mesh thing, and I got the same result as the one I'm currently using, so it's not a mesh thing, it's just a texture thing. I'm still trying to see if I can find the... out if the whole sword thing is still there. I don't think so. It's not really... I don't really show it that much, I guess. I guess it's not something I really show. Oh, you can also tell how old the armor version is for this, because it doesn't have a lot of the same, like, the same scripts as the ones that I'm currently using. Like, it doesn't have the passive persuasion of the mind whenever you talk to NPC. It doesn't have the... what is it? It doesn't have the passive if though. If you are, what's the wording for it? If you have like 100 jump. No, nothing? I'm trying to see when I see it. Oh, this is when we were finishing off the bounty system. Or not the bounty system, but just the bounty stuff. That's cool. At least I found that video. At least I know how long it was. Okay, let's see if I can see it here. Because one thing is that I don't remember if my version... Yeah, I'm trying to remember. If my version... for this one, brain, when you catch up, that would be awesome. Yeah, what was it? If this version... Nope, brain didn't catch up and it lost it. Oh, right. If it had the duration for the summon spell. That's what I was trying to say, and then I forgot about it. And then when remembering the spell that I currently use, it reminded me of what I was going to say. Thank goodness. I am a very forgetful person. I'd be literally one of those persons that would, like, forget their head if it wasn't screwed on tight. to see which video I noticed it. Because I know that I noticed it at the end, but like I'm trying to figure out like when I first noticed it and went, huh, that's strange. Probably when I do the whole thing, I probably have to do it. Yeah, so I think I'm going to spoil it now because I think I already hinted at it, but I'm going to spoil it now. Because it was supposed to be a 5-year anniversary thing, but since we're getting close to, I think it's 4 years, I think. Yeah, it's getting close to 4 years, and I'm already losing... Oh, I don't want to say interest, but, like, I'm already losing, does that mean I can actually... Or do you actually have to go to the gym first before you go do this? Don't tell me you actually have to go to the gym. I thought I could be smart. Hmm. There's nothing here. Okay, so you actually have to wait till night? That's really dumb. Okay, so how do you... Yeah, but how do you do it, though? Like, if you... Like, if you were to play this game without being able to do this... Yeah, it doesn't tell you. Huh. So you'd have to change the time. But you can't change the time, though, on a Game Boy. So I'm trying to figure out, like, how would a normal person who has a Game Boy be able to do it? There we go. Oh, this is going to throw me off, too. Because I have something to do later. And, or I have somewhere to go later, and I'm going to be like, it's 10 o'clock already? Oh my god, I'm late. Or it's going to be probably like 11 o'clock or something like that. When I... No? Yeah, there has to be something else. Yeah, there has to be a trigger. I don't remember what the trigger is. Because I thought there was somebody that was outside the gym that tells you that. But I thought there was some people inside the gym too that would... Yeah, because this doesn't tell... Yeah, because this walkthrough doesn't help me. Not very fun. Okay. No, nothing. It literally says this. Cerulean Cape. Upon reaching the cape, you find Misty on a date nearby. The guy gets scared off, and Misty starts to yell. Until she spots your Johto gym badges, then she tells you to go back to the gym. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. I mean, maybe... You have to do the power plant thing? I mean, I can just go check my Pokemon Gold footage. That doesn't make any sense, though. No, I'm gonna have to check my Pokemon Gold footage. That sucks. I shouldn't really need to look at my own videos in order to find out if I'm doing it properly. Yeah, because let's see here. Ah, we did Sabrina first. Oh, we did do the power plant first. That's what it is. Yeah, we did the power plant first. Yep, we did the power plant first. That might be what it is. And we didn't need to change the time. Apparently the date will happen in the morning too. So, weird. Anyway, I'll check it. I'll check the final part. Maybe the final part I show the whole sword thing. Okay, let's head over here. I gotta go head up again. There we go. Ugh. Cut, man. Okay. There we go. Sorry, just reminiscing about, like, old neighborhood footage. Oops. Still trying to see it. I don't see it anywhere. Maybe when I have to go through the series, I'll have to go do it. Anyway. So pretty much the 5-year anniversary was that I was going to go through the entire 16 parts of Nehrim, which is a total of, I think I calculated was like 22 hours, I think, or something like that. Oh, sorry, my bad. 46 hours. 46 hours, 31 minutes, and 36 seconds of footage that I would have to go through in order to get all of the all of the information I need and all of the crashes, which from about what was it? For about 2 hours and 8 minutes in of video 1. Not a lot, I know, but hey. But like, this was last edited, or this was created in 2021. And I think the last edited was probably like, I don't know, like probably a month after it was created. So about June 20 something of 2021 was probably the last time I actually edited it. And we're in June 2023. So I have a lot to do. But I do have... So pretty much what it was that it was supposed to be a tale of like what we did inside of Nehrum, starting from the very beginning to the very end of our adventure. And if I was a better editor, I probably would have the footage behind us showing like the whole story. But of course, like, I'm not a good editor, so it's not gonna happen. Also, I would have to go through, again, 46 hours of footage in order to get the right pieces, in order to get that. But unfortunately, you want to know, like, how I go through this? I actually sit there and watch, like the whole thing. Well, not really the whole thing. I take short breaks here and there because it's tiring just to hear myself and my humor over time. Like, I'm almost done, like, part 1, I think. Yeah. I have, like, 30 minutes left. And that's it. But you also got to remember, though, that's 30 minutes with me and this microphone. Not knowing, or technically, I guess in a way, knowing. Because it would be kind of weird if I didn't know anything. But with also messed up audio, because this is around the time where I was still trying to figure out where all the settings should be at before finishing it off. But at the very least, I think it's up to 11, I think. But starting 11, I just say what happened instead, and you can probably tell too, so it's not really that big of a deal. But starting from 1 to 11, it's easier to know when a crash happens because the black screens are still there. Because this was before I had the genius idea to edit those out. And before anybody, like, tells me that I should have edited out from the beginning ones, I was still new. So I didn't really know if I should or if I shouldn't. And plus, I was always very slow at the draw of turning it off. Or pausing the recording. Or I think at that point I just cut them. Like, I just stopped the recording and then just did that. I try to do it now still, but again, I'm still slow to the draw. Because by the time that I see it, I try to go for the button, but I'm trying to look at the keyboard to figure out if I'm going to click the right button. But yeah. And I can't remember anything else that was really wrong with the series. Other than that, there was only one mod. So, well, one mod that wasn't already attached, I should say. Like, one mod that was not a part of the original Steam upload list. There was a list somewhere. I don't remember where I read it. Maybe it was a news report about the Nehrum release or something like that. I don't know. But there was one that showed, like, everything that was being added. So I'm surprised I can't find that anymore. But it was telling me, like, all of the different, like, texture, or all the different, like, mods that were being, like, implemented inside of Nehrum. Which I just went, okay. I know one that was... There's a few that were already pre-attached, I think. I think Oblivion XP, I think, was already attached to the previous version. I know the graphic overhaul one wasn't. Which is why, like, the characters look that way. I think that's OCO, I think? Oblivion Character Overhaul? Yeah, I think that's OCO, and, I think that... I don't know if the building textures are the same or not. I don't think so. I think they're slightly different than they should be. Because I think they use normal Oblivion for that, but I don't know. Just know it's not the same. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, I think was it Nehrum, Pokemon Insurgents, and technically Circlecraft were the first few videos that were on the channel. I know the first session of Circlecraft was very, very short. However, I was extremely tired, and it was, I think we were in the middle of 1.16, I think. Yeah, I think I wanted to do something, and then I think I was able to do it, and then I ended it. And then I realized how much footage I got, and then I realized that I made a big mistake, but I already ended the video, so I might as well just split it into, I think it was like, what, 3 videos, and then that was it. Yep. And that's why nowadays we use a stopwatch. I know some people use a timer. I don't. I use a stopwatch. It tells me how long, at least it gives me a general idea of how long I've been recording. Depends on how fast I click the button and the record button. And not to mention, though, that it also... like... Oh, okay. He's supposed to... Okay. I have no idea. Okay. Is it this guy supposed to do? Okay. Oh, we do have a flyer, technically, so let's just go with fly. Without clicking the wrong buttons, of course. There we go. And And there's something new for StarCraft that I'm currently working on. I think I briefly touched on it. Not only that... Oh, wait, I think this is where you have to go to here first. Stupid NPC. Okay. Yeah, so like I'm still working on it. We did a little bit of brief things in StarCraft of 1.20 and it gave me new ideas of what I want to do, so that's awesome. So I wanted to use those. So I want to use like those features now because they're going to be very helpful and they're going to look very cool and beautiful. So there we go. Gym. There we go. I think it's here, right? No, it's one of these though, isn't it? There we go. I couldn't remember which patch of water it was. But yeah, so it's coming together. I was able to do at least a little bit of work with it. Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was the day before. So yeah, so I was able to do a little bit of work on it. I was mostly working on Oblivion, and then I was like, well, I should probably go fix up whatever I needed to fix up for StarCraft. And I still need to go look up data packs, find out if we got that if the tree capitator one got updated, because that's the one that we need. Oh, and something very interesting to know is that we don't need to update the server to 1.20.1. The server is perfectly fine with running in 1.20, and if you're using 1.21 or whatever, or 1.20.1 or whatever, it'll still work. Believe me, I tried it. I'm surprised this guy didn't just accuse us of like stealing it. There we go. You say anything? No, you don't say anything. Very interesting. Anyway. Yeah. So, I'm hoping that the new thing that I make will be done by the end of StarCraft, hopefully. Ah, it's the power plant. Okay, so the power plant is the trigger. So yeah. So for this, that's hilarious. Yeah, we just need to go to the gym, but I'm just gonna go heal just in case. Just in case there's any lost power points, we're just gonna go face all the gym trainers. I'm not. Or I won't. I don't know. Cool. Shut a ball. There we go. Yeah, so the next game we're going to be playing after, or the Pokemon fan game that we're going to be playing after Crystal is still in the works. I still have to finish, I think, 2 things. Hang on. I screwed up one thing. I want to see if I can somehow make it up, but I think for the other one, let's see here. I know one of them I screwed up on, because for some reason it overwrited my save even though I didn't want it to, so when I accidentally killed something, I couldn't get it again. So hooray! So literally I had to be in pain for the entire time. Oh, technically there's 2. But one, there's an alternate method. You could just get the Pokemon, I think, and I got it. But I'll get the original, I think. It won't be that big of a deal. And one thing we're going to be doing, just a tiny bit of cheating. Just a tiny, small little bit. Nothing too major. It's just a tiny bit of cheating. The only reason why is because I know for a fact I'm going to have to do it normally later. So I'd rather just not be frustrated on recording. So, or I'm going to have to do it 2 times technically. Or unless in that game you don't have to do the puzzle. Confusion. Anyway. Oh, never mind, there's still more I have to do. There's still more. I'm just such a silly guy. I think this is the one that I was... Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was able to get everything. Alright, let's just go handle Misty right now. Yeah, so a few things. Nothing too much. If you've seen a lot of different, I don't know, people playing, I mean, if I start recording it and put up the first video, everybody will know what I'm talking about right away. And I don't want to spoil it either because, well, I want you guys to be excited for it. But I know a lot of different people that do make Pokemon content. Not all of them are considered Poketubers kind of thing, but like a decent chunk of them are at least did like one video of this game. So I don't know. So like, if you really think about it though, like I'm just trying to not hype it up, but I'm just trying to make sure that like I don't spoil it too much. We are going to be playing with a New Game Plus save. I will be using the team that I used. However, I don't know all of the specifics though. So yeah, I don't know much about what's going to happen. The reason why we're going to be going with a New Game Plus save instead of whatever is because, well, I want to make sure that I don't have to hunt for the same Pokemon over and over again. I know for some people, though, it's like you want to see somebody go for those kinds of Pokemon, but I could literally just tell you where I got mine when we get towards that part. And then you'll know exactly why I say, though, like, I don't want to go hunting for those Pokemon anymore. I know... Was it 2 or was it 3 of them? I can't remember. I know one of them definitely. Is a Pokemon that you have to get the alternate currency for. And I'm not going through that again. That took way too long. Like, if I had to pick between, like getting that Pokemon again and not, I'd still get it, but I'd be even more depressed or sad about getting it again, because that would be too much time being wasted just trying to get a Pokemon that it just has a really nice typing that I want to use and I guess you could say abuse in a way too, because it's a nice typing. Anyway, yeah, and it's got really cool oh, you didn't have to go all the way up. Oops. Anyway, we're gonna go do Brock now. Guess this is why the power plant. Although it was still dark, but hey. Nah, went the wrong way. Oh, we got the Snorlax. Pokegear. How do you tune it? Oh. Do I not have the Pokeflute one? Huh. How do you get the Pokeflute one then? I thought you... Oh, wait. Do you get it from this guy? No, they're not very tough. Pokemon Silver. Pokeflute. Ah, you have to go to Lavender Town. So you have to head through Dark Cave. No, wait. No, I think I'm mistaken. I think I am mistaken. Oh, so why did I walk here and not fly there? I don't know. I'm trying to remember the map of Kanto. Which I could just use fly and figure it out, but I'm trying to see if I remember it off the top of my head. Funny though, because I play Kanto in almost, or not almost, but like in every game. So I should memorize the map. But I don't. And even if I did, my brain is not equipped enough to remember. And just skipping most of the trainers. Trying to save time a little bit. Not that it matters. Alright. Yeah, earthquake. Oh, and also, for this fan game, for New Game Plus, it doesn't keep the levels. Believe me, it doesn't keep the levels. All it does is it resets everything to level 5. So, pretty much anything that is higher level now becomes, like, equivalent to a starter. What? Okay, is that the one that I need? Yep. That's the one I need. Alright. Let's go to Vermilion. But also something that I want to do is that I want to try and see if we can, like, before I start that series, I want to make sure I get, like, completely better. Or at least it's not as annoying as, like, every 5-10 minutes I have to go and mute myself. Although you guys don't hear it. There you go. Alright, go. Pokeball. Let's try Earthquake. I doubt we're gonna take it out, though. Yeah, I figured. And rollout kind of helps us out, too, so that's good. Oh, it's also got leftovers. I mean, it makes sense. It's Snorlax. Yeah, we might be taken out by this. Yeah. That is one of the major reasons why I saved before we did this. And the cool thing about this is that I don't have to worry about my save being overwritten. I hated that. Like, when it saves, it asks if you want to save it or not. And, of course, the save is, like, on top. So if you're spamming A, you're going to click yes, save overwrite. So I got rid of a static encounter because literally because I literally smashed A. So I got really angry. Yay, we got Lugia. Not like it's gonna matter. Oh. There we go. No, I don't think so. We need to heal everyone. Yeah, so that new game, that fan game is going to be really fun. It's based in Kanto. It has, I think, Johto elements in it. And I think it also takes inspiration from, I think, the Gen 3 remakes, I think, as well. And I'm trying to remember if it takes anything else as well. I can't quite put my finger on it. I think it does. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that really needs to be mentioned, I think. Like, I've tried to wrap my head around, like, is this really needed to say? I don't think so. I've seen one person play this fan game, which is kind of like where I get a lot of these fan games is like I've seen someone play it. But this one is a bit different because this isn't where the person that I usually get these from or that I watch from. It's actually a different person. And when he played, it was very interesting because I don't remember most of the Pokemon that he was using. So when I got it, I was hoping that I got the same version. I think even one of I think it was Pokemon Silver sessions, I think I was downloading it in the background, and I was even like, is this even the right version? And something you can do before you even boot up the game is you can actually look at the sprites of the Pokemon, so you can find out if it's there. It wasn't there, and I was really confused, so I was trying to look everywhere for it. And I think they had... And I think there was a Discord that had alternate sprites for the Pokemon in case you didn't like the originals or something like that. Like, a lot of them were fan creations, I think. And one of them was my favorite, so... Or two of them. There's... Wait, there was 3 alternate ones, I think, right? There's 3 that I changed, definitely. I can't think of the others, though. There's 3 I definitely changed. One was because, like... Or 2 of them was because, like, the alternate sprite looked a lot better than the others. One of them was because, like, I wanted to see what the other sprites... Or what the other sprites looked like. And what was the other one? There has to be another one that I'm just not remembering. Can I pull it up? I don't know which version is which, though. I'll pull up this version. Let's hope this doesn't override my save and just ruin it. I hope not. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I forgot to unpause the recording. I forgot to unpause the recording. And Brock has been defeated. Oh my word. How did I not notice it until after? I was literally just talking about the game that we're going to be doing after Crystal, and of course when I'm just about to talk about something else, I look and I see that the video has been paused. Ugh. Well, it wasn't really that difficult. I just earthquaked everything. I know it's not really it's not really the point, but yeah, I just earthquaked everything. Oh. I mean, I'll still put in the part number that I finished the gym, because I did, but like, or the part name. I'll still put it that I beat the gym, but still, like, that's infuriating. Wait. I saved before the Snorlax. I saved before the Snorlax. I saved before the Snorlax. Hang on a second. Yes! You have to actually still use the Pokegear. Or you still have to tune it in. Yeah. So let's talk about the game while I am doing this. I'm so sorry about that. Before I... Yeah, so, like, there's about, like, 3 Pokemon I had to change the sprite of because, well... they looked cooler in these new sprites than they would if they were just normal. And one I changed because I wanted to see if there was any other sprites. I like the one that was already there. I just wanted to see if there was any other choices. And there was. So... I was not disappointed. I was very happy that there was other choices for it. And, and for this game, I pretty much played with just my starter. Everybody else was just sort of in the party, just collecting experience and only being used whenever I needed them to. Should I use... Yeah, Hyper Potion should be fine. It's just going to take me out, but it's fine. So pretty much at the end of the game, or at the end of where I am right now, the starter is level 92. Meanwhile, like, everybody else is about 50, or not 50, 85s and such. Except for one, which is only level 70, but that's because, like, it's a newer, it was lately added to the team. And right before I discovered that I wasn't recording, I was going to go look for the final member, if I did have one. And then that's when I realized that I wasn't recording. And I was about to talk about something else as well, but it sort of just defeats the point now. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think any of these are really what I'm looking for. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, so I was unable to find out what my final Pokemon was. Unless I moved it here. I don't think so. It'd be kind of weird if I moved it here, though. We're not going to catch this, are we? Now it's just going to be stubborn. It's not going to stand. Yeah, I don't think it's here. Okay, well, if it hits cut, I'm just... Yep. Restart. There we go. Yeah, so I kind of forgot that I had other Pokemon that were useful to my team. And then I kind of just remembered by looking at these. Oh, I forgot about this one. Yeah, this one looked very awesome. I would love to use it, but I think its types overlap with something else. Is that correct? Yeah. Actually, its type overlaps with 2 of my Pokemon. But I guess I could use it for, like, the beginning. Because I won't need those. Maybe. I mean, it wouldn't help. I mean, it would help a lot if they were there. Oh, it changed. Oh, right, yeah. Also, something that was really weird, and I don't know if this ever happened to anybody else, so if it did, let me know. I mean, I'll mention it on the first video, because I'll probably just end up showing what the save is before we New Game Plus it. Don't worry, it has different, like, save file names, so it's not like it's gonna overwrite it, and I'm gonna be like, no! But when I caught a Pokemon, it wasn't shiny. And then when you use the mechanic that is... Oh, wait, yeah, Ho is alive, so I don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, so when this game, when you use its mechanic when you use its mechanic twice, because it does something at first and then it reverses it the second, what ends up happening is that it turned my Pokemon shiny. I'm not joking. It turned it shiny. And I was baffled by the fact that, like, my Pokemon just magically turned shiny. I was surprised, if anything. Oh yeah, I remember that, yeah. Ooh, that looks so cool. Like, something we can do is we can do, like, legendaries only. But I find that's a bit too overpowered, considering the fact that we'll have, like, base 600 Pokemon at level 5. And especially with this mechanic, where you can combine stuff, like items and such. So it's like, do we really want to do that? Also, I don't really need to save the game anyway. There's nothing being happening. Anyway, for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I was looking into my Urshifu's moves, and I found the perfect item for it. So if you have a dark fighting type, or the single blow, or even if you have the rapid strike one, if you give it a move pool that you like a lot, I personally like, for my dark type, I personally gave it Wicked Blow, which is its signature move, Drain Punch for recovery, but also because of the stab, and I also gave it the Thunder Punch, so that it could take out water types, so it can take out the opposite Urshifu if need be, or it can take out the, any flying types that are slower than it, but you probably wouldn't stay in anyway. And you would have Bulk Up, so though you are able to take a hit and you can actually dish out a lot of damage. And then I think I found out it can learn Swords Dance, so I might change that. But I found out though that, like, there is an item in, well, I already knew about the item, but I didn't know everything about it. And Cerebi has me a bit confused on how it works. Because I read a different item that does similar... what is it called? I think it's called this, I think? Yeah. So the item's name in question is called the Punching Glove. So here is what Cerebi says that the item does. So it gives you a list of all the items that affect this item, or that get affected by this item, and that that doesn't stack with an ability. That's completely fine. So here is what the in-depth effect of this item does. This effect will boost the power of punching-based moves by 10% for the holder. This move also prevents any effects from physical contact from affecting the holder if they use a punching-based move. And then it says that this does not stack with the ability Iron Fist. So hold on a second. So here is what's very confusing to me. It says this move also prevents any effects that cause physical contact. That's the part that has me a little bit confused here. Is that a typo? Is that not a typo? And is that actually what it says in the game? Unclear. However, this is pretty much a combination of, if you've ever heard of the item called Muscle Band, unless they boosted it. No. So this is a combination, or more of a specialized version of it, not really like directly linked to it, where Muscle Band, when it is held, the holder's physical attacks are increased in power by 10%. Now, mind you, this item, the Punching Glove, only works for punching moves, but because Urshifu learns a lot of punching moves, and especially since my move pool, Wicked Blow, Drain Punch, and Thunder Punch, they're all punching-based moves. So, which means that it'll get the full benefit. Now, the part that it says that this move also prevents any effects. Now, there is another item that does solely this, and this is what its in-depth effect says. This hold item will prevent Pokemon from any damage or effects they would receive from making physical contact to their opponent. That's the protective pads. Now, during Sword and Shield, I gave my water fighting type Urshifu, my Rapid Strike Urshifu, this held item. Specifically because I thought it would be very, very broken. And because I wanted to make sure that if my opponent used King Shield, Spiky Shield, and all that stuff, I wouldn't be affected by it. Now, I don't know if Unseen Fist prevents it. Unclear. But just in case that it doesn't, I have protective pads that I know for a fact will prevent the damage. I think there's only 4 gyms left. That's pretty good. Let's do the psychic one. So the Punching Glove is probably going to be very good because it's a combination of a specialized muscle band with protective pads spliced into one. It's an amazing item. However, I do wish that it was a 20% bonus because it's specialized, it's not broad, and because it only affects how many moves? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 23 moves. We'll say about 20 to 25 moves. Because I don't know if all of these moves are actually in Scarlet and Violet. Anyway. So between all of that, like, how many of them are you actually going to give a held item like this instead of, like, Choice Band or Choice Scarf, just so you can actually hit the opponent before they even have a chance? I don't even know if I'm going the right way. Aww. Yeah, because I'm trying to look at the... Yeah, I was very surprised, though, that Wicked Blow actually does count as a punching move. But even if Wicked Blow didn't count as a punching move, I'd still consider, like, the item, because then it would give Drain Punch more power, and it would also give Thunder Punch more power, too, so... it would be beneficial in the end. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going. Okay, but the flavor text of the game says, an item to be held by a Pokemon. This protective glove boosts the power of the holder's punching moves and prevents direct contact with targets. See, that makes more sense to me. That makes more sense than the in-depth effect that just says this move. Unless it means the moves this item affects also prevents. So, like, if you were to use, let's say, Iron Head, it doesn't give you that protection. Then I guess that would make a little bit... I mean, it's the wording that just... That's just, like, it's just confusing me more. Like, why would you say this move when it's not a move, it's an item? That's the part that has me, like, so confused right now. It's talking about a move, but this is an item, not a move. So why are you talking about a move when this is in an item's in-depth effect? Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm hoping I'm going the right way. I probably am not. I mean, if I get booted back to the beginning, I'll just look at a walkthrough. But yeah, but like, I was very surprised though that like, of that, because when I'm trying to read that, I'm just like, wait, what? Like, my mind's just going blank. It's like, I can't understand this. Like, my mind was just going blank, like, trying to understand it. It's like, what the heck am I reading here? And I also know that tomorrow is going to be a fun time for me. Yay! Okay, can I get booted back to the beginning, please? I mean, if I magically get to Sabrina, I'm going to be very happy. I don't think so, though. Oh, wow. That was interesting. All right. Yay. Yeah, I think we'll try and... Well, not really try. Try is not really the word I would use, but we're just gonna go beat up Sabrina, then we're gonna try and make our way to Fuchsia City. I doubt we'll make it, but... Because I think that's the only thing we can do now. Because we'd have to go through from Pewter City to go straight to... the Seafoam Islands. That's the only thing I can think of. Yay. Bye-bye. I think our team is the more leveled one out of all of them. But the sad thing is that it's just not strong enough for us. Where is it? Top left. Oh, wait. Top left. I'm a fool. Top right. And then bottom right. There we go. Yay. I mean, I pulled it up just in case, but all it did was just tell me where the exit is. So I didn't have to worry about it myself. Yay. Oops. Yep, one of the major problems of Gen 2, man. We finished the entire gym, and yet we're only we're like, we already finished the league, and yet we're still facing level 16s here. I mean, I understand for realistic purposes, though, like, a random trainer that walks here is not going to face, like, a level 59 Drowsy. But he could have made it at least somewhat better for us as a player. But yeah, so hopefully tomorrow I'll at least get a little bit more work done at that new thing I want to make for 1.21. It's going to be amazing. The only thing is actually putting it in is going to be hell. Because, first of all, the one thing that I am scared of is the fact that I'm going to have to end up using Amulet to move something in. And we all know that Amulet does not like lights. Unless there is a different program that does the exact same thing as MC Edit, where it doesn't actually screw up light levels, then that would be amazing. Send it my way. I'll use it. But other than that, yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. And I know for a fact, at least for StarCraft 1.20, at least I didn't have to actually go through and replace every sea lantern and every redstone lamp, but I'm gonna have to eventually do it anyway. Unless I find a different way of doing it. Which I could, in theory. I mean, it's not gonna take long. Do all the necessary revisions. The only thing is I'm going to have to remember where all of them are. But to be fair, that's the whole reason why I don't do much things off screen, for at least for StarCraft. Or at the very least, if it is, it's mostly just to build something that's not really meant to be anything. It's just there. Like, we stopped the whole, what was it, the Dimensional Quarry. For two reasons. One was because we had it since 1.15, I think? Or did we have it in 1.14? No, we had it in 1.14. We had it in 1.14, so everybody already had, like, a ton of time to use it. I think dragon eggs were so saturated into into the trading market that we had that, like, practically you could sell a dragon egg for, if you were using what normal Minecraft people use for currency, you would sell it for 1 diamond per dragon egg. And it was insane. A diamond for a dragon egg, pretty much. And it's like, are you flipping kidding me? So that's when we stopped, and that's why the only ones that are valuable now are the ones that you initially get from worlds. So if you initially get one from the 1.19 world, that one is more valuable than the scraps we get from the Dimensional Quarry. And those are the ones that we agreed that were more valuable than the other ones. So long as those eggs are specifically recorded, and recorded with the name change, or at least have an eyewitness of the name change. And I think that's all that we agreed on for those kinds of eggs. We didn't... Because, again, the market was too flooded with, like, these normal dragon eggs that are... Well, the Dimensional Quarry still made them rare. I think they were, like... I think they're about a Legendaries capture. I think it was, like, 0.4% or something like that. It was, like, 0.4 to 1%, I think. Or something like that. It was a really low drop rate. And even then, like, they were oversaturated. And by the way, duplication exploits didn't help either. I think when 1.17 had theirs, the Dragon Egg was still just as big of a tool as much as needed, so that got bad. Yeah, I think it was just that. Yeah, the Dragon Egg just got so oversaturated in the market that we just stopped using the Dimensional Quarry. Again, we had it for too many versions. Alright, so that's going to be it for now. Next time, we will go to Fuchsia City. We'll go battle our 15th gym leader. Or is it our 16th? No, it's not our 15th. Our 14th. Because we only have 3 left, I think, right? Yeah. I'm getting my numbers mixed up. Anyway. So yeah, so I'll see you guys next time for some more Pokemon Silver.